Welcome back to another Overreaction Monday with NSP. We got week 18 basically ending. Regular season is over. All you teams that didn't make the playoffs, like the Seahawks, hey, have fun in Cancun. Have fun out there, man. You get planning vacations. But bittersweet saying goodbye to the regular season, but we got so much to look forward to in the playoffs. And if you have a team, you're a fan of a team that's going into the playoffs, you want them to be going in red hot right now, feeling great about themselves and playing their best football. We're going to be talking about that in a little bit, but make sure before we get into this video, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Stay tuned to everything NSP, all right, guys? So today we're going to be talking about my Green Bay Packers and how they stumbled against the Chicago Bears today in Lambeau. Guys, this is a tough game for me. I was very upset almost the entire game. And at the very end of it, I'll end my rant about the end of the game. I was cursing more than I've ever cursed in any point of any game. I was livid. But let's talk about the beginning of the game, right? So Packers offense starts off very slow, which we've been doing against a lot of games lately, especially against good defenses. We've been starting slow. And then, guess what? They return a punt on us, take it to the house, and score an easy 7 points.
I think it was like a 94-yarder too.
Ridiculous. You cannot be making these stupid mistakes in week 18. You have to be playing better football. Rich Bisaccia, our special teams coordinator, who I love so much, what the hell was that? They did the whole fake punt thing where one of them acts like, oh, it's coming right here, and another guy takes it. How is nobody tracking that ball? You should know pre-snap basically where our punter Whelan's planning on kicking that thing. If it's on the full opposite side, somebody should be trying to look and track that ball if they're lining up on the opposite side where Whelan was supposed to kick it. Absolutely inexcusable how we let that punt return go to the house. And then after that, I mean, honestly, the Bears offense did not play very well at all. They had a few key drives where they played well and got the points that they had. But other than that, in the first quarter, they had -4 yards. -4. Caleb Williams, 21 for 29, pretty good there, but only for 148 yards and a touchdown. The running game, basically nothing. They only had, 83 total rushing yards, and they had 141 passing yards. We outgained them as far as total yards by 140 yards. How are we losing this game? It's inexcusable. I'm sorry, Matt LaFleur. I love you. I still support you, but it was bad coaching. Bad coaching all around. And I'm going to finish. Obviously, we lost this game because Jordan Love went down. Christian Watson went down, which is nothing new there. Wish nothing but the best. And not attacking him personally, but God, he has the most unfortunate luck out there with his body. Hope he comes back better, but I'm not attacking him, but God, it sucks. Jordan Love went down, hand injury, should be good for the playoffs. Hopefully it does not affect his throwing in the playoffs. But Malik Willis came in, he played well, but I did not like Matt LaFleur's calling the game for Malik Willis. We know how to run this offense with Malik Willis, and that's running the ball and running with Malik Willis. Malik Willis only ran it for one time for 3 yards. We did not use him in the way I thought we should have used him. I did not like the play calling after Malik Willis came in. And now to end my rant, the defense mostly played well all game. Came in with a touchdown, picked off Keenan Allen. Played well most of the game. And then when it came down to stopping them with 58 seconds left on the clock, they cannot score a field goal or we lose. What does Jeff Hafley do on the last play of the game? 15 seconds left on the thing. They need about 10 yards to get in field goal range and kick a 51-yarder. What type of defense should you play there, Vince?
I mean, everything at the sticks, my guy. You don't let them get 10 yards.
We had players 20 yards down the field. We're playing cover like 3 deep. Oh my! As soon as I saw them line up, I was like, "What type of defense are we playing right now?" We had their best wide receiver, DJ Moore, on a freaking island. Nobody's close to him other than one guy within 20 yards. How is that acceptable? It's inexcusable. Terrible play calling, as if they were going for a Hail Mary there. They weren't going for a Hail Mary. They were going for 10 yards. Everybody, every single fan knew that. But yet our defensive coordinator plays the most stupidest play call I've ever seen in that type of situation. It's dumb situational football that screwed us at the end there. Like, this is like people keep saying, like Madden, like 10-year-olds know this type of stuff. They know how to play this, and yet defensive coordinators, offensive coordinators, head coaches don't know how to run like 2-minute drills in the NFL. It makes zero sense to me. I was furious this game. Bears were able to snap a 11-game losing streak to the Packers, and they beat us in Lambeau. Don't feel good about it. Bears, congratulations on winning your Super Bowl, man. Really proud of you guys that you were able to win your Super Bowl. But, yeah, pissed off, not happy. This team's not looking good enough to be able to beat the Eagles. Yeah, really sucks. What are your thoughts, Vince?
So I'm going to bring it up again, Reed.
Okay.
I think you guys need a number one wide receiver.
Dude.
And I think that it's okay if it's Josh Jacobs, to be honest. But today, like you said, they did not use Josh Jacobs a lot. I don't even think you said that, but I'm going to bring it up. They didn't use Josh Jacobs a lot because, again, you said Christian Watson went down and they kind of took out the main starters, and then Jordan Love got his hand hurt, and they're like, okay, yeah, we're just going to, take out the guys that are important in the playoffs, basically. But I think there's a reason the Bears did really well besides their defense is they were feeding DJ Moore, and he's their number one guy. 9 receptions, 86 yards, a touchdown. I mean, he played phenomenal, in my opinion, from what I saw from the game. Didn't watch the entire game, but bits and spurts off of the red zone and all that. Rome Odunze didn't play well. Keenan Allen didn't play well. Cole Kmet didn't play well. Their run game was not too bad either, but you said 86 yards was the total there for rushing. I know that, John Bishop got a touchdown there, something like that. Same for Josh Jacobs. So you guys are kind of even there with the rushing touchdowns. And then you got Emmanuel Wilson, who also got one. So you guys have a little bit of the upper hand later on in the game with touchdowns like that. But none of your receivers that I see here, not even the tight end, had a touchdown today. So again, I think, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, I think your receivers need to get touchdowns in order for you to win a game. And it looked kind of dysfunctional there. I know when Malik Willis is in, you guys mostly run the ball, option routes. Malik Willis could take it, or the running back could take it, or you guys have a quick pass out on that triple option there. But in my opinion, I think the wide receivers need to be more in this game. I know that Christian Watson went down pretty early. Deontay Van Wicks, he played fairly well. Jaden Reed played fairly well. But again, there was nobody out there that was like the main go-to guy to get you out of those sticky situations. I think you guys punted a lot this game, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember how many times it was, but I know it was at least
punts.
Yeah, okay. 3 punts, probably too many. Did you guys go for it on fourth down in a lot of situations?
I believe only on one time, I think.
Okay, so it's kind of just a game that went by pretty quickly because of run game then. Like I said, again, I didn't watch the entire thing, but highlights from Red Zone. And looking at stats here, it only tells you so much of the game. But again, I just feel like there needs to be a guy there who's super consistent. And it doesn't have to be a guy that you pay a whole bunch of money. But again, I don't think you have that guy who's just the situational guy on third down, situational guy when you guys are behind the sticks. It's like, let's run, and then let's see who's open, which is a good way to run your offense. But again, I think there needs to be a guy who's your home run hitter, as well as your medium route runner, as well as somebody who could do it like quick slants. When you guys had Devontae Adams, he was your do-it-all guy. Before that, probably the only other guy I could think of is Jordy Nelson. Every time you guys were a really good team, not that you're not a really good team now, but when you guys would make the playoffs, go deep in the playoffs, make it to the Super Bowl, you guys always had a pretty good wide receiver, in my opinion, who could pretty much do it all. And right now, I don't see y'all's offense having that. Again, the NFC is pretty stacked with a plethora of guys like that. and a plethora of offenses that have the run game and the pass game with their studs solidified, and they know who they're going to go to. And I just don't feel like the Packers have that. Until the Packers have that, I don't think I consider them a Super Bowl contender. Again, you guys could totally change that. If you guys have the best defense in the league, then, of course, that changes my mind. You guys can get to the Super Bowl like that. But until I see a number one guy in the passing game, like I didn't today, I think that's what's holding y'all back.
Okay. So you said the guy on third down, a guy when we're behind the sticks, that our guy for that is Romeo Doubs. Romeo Doubs is that guy. Is he one of the best in the league at it? No, he's not one of the best in the league at it, but he is our guy for that. Who he was out on injury this game. He's only played like 13 games this season, so not 12 or 13, I forget exactly. So he's been a little injured. And also throwing fits also early in the season, but it sucks. I still disagree with you. I don't think the Packers need a solidified wide receiver one. I think that's just something blown up by the media at this point, that you need a wide receiver one or something like that. I don't think you need that in an offense. You just need a good system to go around with everybody. You would have seen a touchdown to a wide receiver tight end if Jordan Love would have stayed in the game. Eventually, he would have got it going. But with Malik Willis in the game, our offense changes and things don't run as they usually do. So that's just my thoughts. And this game sucked. But hopefully we can surprise the Eagles in Philadelphia like we surprised the Cowboys in Dallas. But I feel much differently about the Eagles, how they're going this year, than how I felt about the Cowboys and how they were going last year. So definitely gonna be a tough game. The stupid mistakes the Packers are making every single play definitely have to fix it. Whether the offensive turnovers, the penalties, the everything in between. We're making too many dumb plays, beating ourselves. In order to beat the Eagles, we got to have a major cleanup session in practice this week in order to actually be able to compete with the Eagles, or else the Eagles might beat us down pretty bad in the playoffs, unfortunately. And we're going to look like a true 7th seed, which I hope we won't. But go down into the comments, guys. If you disagree with us, if you agree with us, how are you feeling about the Packers? Can they beat the Eagles? Let us know all your thoughts down in the comments. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you enjoy the channel and everything about Overreaction Monday, hit that sub button to stay tuned to more NSP. And then until next time, keep on grinding.